the great thing about this is that all results are actionable, whether they're positive or negative, right? Every interaction or every opportunity, every data point you get from a customer opens you up to being able to have a conversation with them. If they're not having a great experience, those results should be routed to the account management team for churn avoidance, right? Routed to the support team so that they can address whatever issues the customers are having, and also routed to your training folks so that they can help bridge the gap in terms of the customer's understanding of how to actually use the application and get the ROI that they were hoping for. So positive results, like keep those, track them, whether you 7s, 8s, and 9s and 10s, mark those in your CRM system, get a spreadsheet going, track who is your promoters, right? And then the great thing about those is that you can leverage all of those positive ones for things like joining your advocacy program, or doing an online review, or talking to an analyst, that kind of thing. Find out what they're comfortable with. I think that's really critical. If you have like a menu of options, hey, speak on a webinar, do a case study, talk to an analyst, do an online review. You can kind of walk through all those things and say, like, what would you feel comfortable doing, right? And then what I do is I take all those results that we get back and I break them into chunks, break them into 4 chunks. And what I do is I hit my online review sites with the results from those NPS surveys, right? So what I'm trying to do with Gartner Peer Insights right now is really just continue to drive the gap between me and my competitors. I'm continuing to drive more and more reviews to the Peer Insights site because, as we've been hearing over the last few years, Gartner is going to start taking these Peer Insights reviews and then using them as a data point for the Magic Quadrant, right? And so this is another way that you can continue to drive Gartner to recognize that your product is the leader in the space, right? So those insights reviews feed the Magic Quadrant, and the same thing with G2 Crowd, Trust Radius. So with G2 Crowd, those reviews get fed into their grids. We happen to be in 9 different categories, so constantly driving reviews to increase our position in those categories, and then you get these nice badges. You can put them on your website. You can license the grids. They're kind of expensive, like $40,000 each. But then you can drive demand gen campaigns around those grids and reports. So with Trust Radius, a little bit different. So you drive review campaigns. They have their own kind of grid and all that sort of thing. But what I really love about Trust Radius is that they've got this thing. I'm not like, Trust Radius isn't paying me. I'm not getting royalty or anything. But they have this really cool thing called Trust Quotes Marketing Platform. If you haven't heard about it, check it out. So the thing about G2 Crowd is, you've got these reviews, they're sitting on their website, but that's about all that you get with that. But with Trust Radius, they've got this back end where you can take the reviews that come in and you can take snippets of the reviews and then keep those in a separate library. And you can tag them by different industries or by different product or by different size, or maybe it was the CFO that gave you the quote, or it was somebody else. So you can build out this library of quotes in their back end, and it's not that expensive, and it's come in handy for us. So on top of utilizing the NPS results to drive these reviews campaigns, the other thing about it is that, as you guys probably know, for completing one of these online reviews, the customer gets a $25 Amazon gift card. And we were just at our annual conference, and we were promoting both G2 Crowd, Trust Radius, and Peer Insights. So a customer could come, write 3 reviews, and walk away with $75. So that was a pretty compelling argument to spend some time with us and do this thing. Results are still coming in on this. We had a goal of generating 200 G2 Crowd reviews, and I just checked it this morning. We're a little over 200.
And this is at your customer event?
This is at our customer event.
Okay.
We just wrapped up last Friday in Las Vegas.
Awesome.
So you found many people do all 3, or do people?
Yeah, so we were really pushing G2 Crowd and Peer Insights, and then Trust Radius. Great thing about once the reviews come in, what we do is we take a lot of that content, we create stories out of it, right? So customer writes a positive online review, we reach out to them, we say, hey, we'd love to know more about your story, we'd love to interview you, we'd love to capture your story in a case study. So it's like the NPS leads to the online review, which leads to the case study, or a video testimonial. Another thing that we do is we take like I was talking about with Trust Radius and that Trust Quotes marketing platform, we take those quotes and we break them up into industries, and then we create these ebooks, and that's what the customer content thing is on the right side. So it's in the words of our customers. This has not been through any kind of marketing spin. This is direct from the online review sites. Whereas typically with case studies, they go through rounds of revision and I want to improve that, or we're really trying to pull out stats and all that kind of thing. The ebooks that we're creating are unadulterated. Yeah. And typically what we'll do is we'll let that run for like 3 months, so that we have this big pool of people who've said, yes, I want to be act as a sales reference. I don't manage a sales reference program, so what I do is I take that pool and I put it in a spreadsheet and I give it to the woman who runs the sales reference program. Like, here's 70 leads for you to chase after that raise their hand to act as sales references.
Yeah.
So I just want to say one thing is you really have to monitor these reviews as they're coming in, because there are people out there that are trying to game the system. I mean, I've caught many reviews that have come in and flagged them up to G2 Crowd, Trust Radius. Hey, you need to go back and review that one because that's not one of our customers. So that's another thing. There's people out there that are trying to game the system. So again, NPS, online review, case study, video, whatever it is. And then what I do is I arm my PR people with all those stories so that they can go out and pitch them. The one in the upper left there, Tender Greens, that was one that just got published today. And so, Sean was a guy that wrote positively in the Net Promoter Score survey and, just took off from there. So, and that was probably 6 months ago. So from NPS survey to a published article, 6 months. Yeah.